Hey there, so today we have another review. This is a beer courtesy of Scott, Vintage Beer Enthusiast. Thank you so much. This is STS Pils, beer that I've heard a lot about from Russian River. And this is STS. This is a three-code letter for their local Sonoma County airport. And Keller Style Pilsner, linger dry finish, small amount of yeast sediment. I like swirling it in. So, yeah, there's a little bit of yeast in there. See that? Should be relatively clear from what I can tell. There's not, doesn't seem like that much. Oh, you know what? I actually laid it on the side, so actually this won't be, didn't show that much yeast sediment. Let's see where we go on this one. Yeah, a little bit of chill haze on that. I ain't chill haze, there's actual haze on that. I can actually see some of the yeast and proteins there. Yeah, so light gold color, straw, and fluffy, beautiful white head. Yeah, it's classic Pilsner. It's all that classic checker environment malt. A little bit of sulfur on the touch, on the first sniff. Yeah, really nice and bready, rich, full pale malt character. Smells nice, a little bit grassy. Yeah, mid palate is a lot more bitter than I expected, but this is German style Pils, so yeah. Oh, nice bitterness is firm. This is the mid palate. Quite nice. This beer is a very subtle beer, just like some of their other IPAs and stuff. Clean drinking beer. I like where the bitterness sits. It hits like with the initial attack, like a little bit past the initial impression. This is the mid palate, and it lingers on the back end. Like you sort of feel it just like on the ride down. Really clean beer. 5.35. So this actually is a little bit bigger than some of your Pilsners. And I think that fits with the bitterness. You know, smaller beer, it might not work with the bitterness package right here. Really nice grainy malt character up front. Just solid drinking Pils. I mean, it's sort of like a fresher, better example of like Krombacher, Radeberger, some of the other, German examples right in that like wheelhouse though. It really is clean just like that, expressing all the German Pils malt. But it's just like solidly bitter, right? Like it shows that it's way more bitter than those beers. I mean, like we're talking about like a range of like bitterness, like not like IPA, right? Like we're talking like a tight bitterness of German Pils. Wow. For domestic Pilsner, this is just literally what Germany produces. And I suspect that maybe those beers a little fresher, have a little bit more hop expression, but the bitterness here is like very noticeable. So this is honestly as on the edge of like where you want, like on the edge of like, if you get too much more bitter than here, you're talking about like a German IPL or something like that, right? Like it's right on that cusp. And this is at a pretty place. It gets some rosiness to it, a little bit of floral grassiness on the hops, but that that solid bitterness lingers there. I mean, this is exactly what you want. I mean, you guys have had, Krombacher, Radeberger, Bietberger, like all those beers right in that range, and it's just a little bit, maybe the malt's a little fatter, but it's really, I mean, it's all Pilsner malt, so it's just like, they might have some carapils in here actually, maybe, but and then just has that like clean, delicious, classic bitterness of noble varieties sitting in there. And yeah, it's on the middle of your tongue, it's on the side of your tongue, it rolls on the way down, it's on the side cheeks, it's a nice bitterness. And it just like makes it so quaffable. I mean, like all you want to do with this beer is just have another sip because the bitterness is so quenching. Fantastic example of Pilsner. I don't know, do I give it a bell? Let's give it a 94. STS Pils from Russian River, 94. Just like this great example of German style Pils. I mean, there's nothing more to say about it, but I think it does more than that because it's obviously fresher. This bottle is a month old, but it just has that like bitterness. It's like so American. And Then again, I'm curious if like German beer drinkers would think this is too bitter, but it's just like inch above. So, and also an inch or a little less than where you want too much bitterness. So it's like, you know, right there. I'm curious actually where people sit on the bitterness on this one. I think that's the defining characteristic about this beer. Great multi-character. It's you know, it's everything's correct. And just that bitterness is the outlier for this beer, specifically for me. And yeah, until next time, guys, cheers. Thank you so much, Scott. That's a 94 for me. Cheers. Later.